Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's episode is sort of a light episode. I just sort of was going through my music collection and looking at different songs I should update and add on to my iTunes playlist and that because I'm getting ready for my subscriber episode. And then I came across a song that really puzzled me. And again, this is I didn't want to make another episode to go for the happy console gamer in his favorite game, Ease. But this is happy to be one of those particular type of episodes. So, again, before I continue on with my story on this particular song, I want to remind everyone to go down below, click like and subscribe. It really does help the YouTube algorithm, recommend my videos more often. But also, if you do wish to support and like my content and have earned your subscription and that kind of stuff, I do have links below so that you can support me either on my PayPal or on my Patreon. You can hit the links below. You can also see the different episodes that are available now to the subscribers and that kind of stuff. I'm going to be making more episodes. I thank all the response I've gotten so far, so that basically means I'm going to have to get to some more work and get some more content available for you guys. All right, so I'll get to that as soon as I can. All right, guys. Thanks. Anyway, so on to the episode. Okay, so basically, everyone sort of does that where they sort of go around and they want to make some music and they put it onto their iTunes or whatever so that they can play it on their phone and basically extend their playlist. Now I've done this for quite a lot of things. I mean, my playlist for songs and that kind of stuff is approaching like 200, almost 300 songs in different categories and that kind of stuff, especially the anime category. So it's not unusual to have more and more songs being added. So one of the things I came across while doing my videos and that kind of stuff was I came across the ending theme song for the anime Ease 2. So it's not too unusual for a video game to come up with some good music. I mean, even when you play the game and you get some, in-game music, it's usually pretty good. But it's not unusual for a video game to come up with some good vocals too. I can think of things like Tales of Fantasia has a good opening theme song. Thousand Arms has a good opening theme song. Of course, East here from the East 2 OVA has a good ending theme song. Langreaser for the PC Engine has a good ending theme song. Langreaser Mobile has a good opening theme song. And of course, Final Fantasy has Faye Wong singing their song. So, it's just not uncommon for good music to come out of video games. And so, like most people, if you like a particular song, you'd probably want to get a copy of it and put it into your phone or something like that, and then you'd be able to listen to it at your leisure. So I do like what most people do, go to Google and try to find a version of this particular song, and that's where the interesting part of the story comes from. And as one would expect, Google would come up with a bunch of different results, and some of them are videos and stuff that come off of YouTube. And so you go look at those various videos, and they're all basically variations of this particular AMV clip that comes out for this particular song. And multiple people have uploaded it, so it's not too unusual for that. Now, it's not too difficult to find out that the name of the song is called Endless History, and it is the ending theme song for the East 2 OVAs. That's the easy part. But one of the things that strikes me right away is that they don't have the actual particular credits for the particular song. I mean, obviously, Famicom JDK band is the usual people that do all the the music and the orchestration and arrangements and that kind of stuff for East. So that's the musical part of it. But there's obviously a singer, right? And there's no mention of them in any of the videos. And so I do a little bit more searching, and again. A lot of the searches don't turn up anything, and even going on the Japanese side doesn't really help too much. So this really puzzled me and also really bothered me because I like to keep my iTunes fairly concise and precise for different things. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe it's just obscure because it's a VA or something, like maybe one of the voice actresses for this maybe Fina or one of the goddesses, or even Lena here or something, does the vocal for that. So, what happens as usual, if the internet fails you, you have to go and do the research using the physical method, which means time to go to my CD collection. So, basically, go into my storage room and look at my CD database of stuff and pull out my East CDs and let's find information on those. So, I went back into the CD archives and pulled out this entire stack of CDs, as you see, right? And then you just start going through them one by one, deciding which CDs are going to be with that. So I just kind of show them right here. These are all the different sort of East CDs that are available. This is called the Provincialism East. This is the one for Lilia and the symphonic version. And so it's really kind of neat because it's different vocal versions of that kind of stuff from a Kotono Mitsushi. Okay, so it's kind of really neat version mix of there. This is called the dramatic symphonic East. Okay, also done by the Famicom Sound Team JDK. Okay, which also does all the things for that East soundtrack there. This is also the East. What is this one? This is the music from East 1. Okay, so again, East 1 soundtrack there. Another symphonic East here. This is the East Chronicles, one up to for East 5. Okay, this one particular one here, right? But it ended up to have to go to this big one here. Okay, so this is the perfect collection of East 1 and 2. Okay, so if you are only a few people who just want to get one, just a little bit into East or whatever, and you want to look for the most comprehensive East CD, this is the one. All right. It's a 2-disc set. Okay, so there's a disc 1 there and a disc 2 here. Okay, and a nice little booklet. Now again, usually what you have to do is you have to pull these things out. The separation that they've done on this particular disc is that disc 1 is all the special arranged versions. So this is they remixed the version that you either get on the old PC engines or the PC 98 or even the PlayStation versions. They take that, they remix it again, and they make it add some more instruments or symphony and that kind of stuff, and they put that one. Okay, so that's what the arranged version is on disc 1 is. Disc 2 is what they call the vocal version. So the whole entire CD is all vocal versions. And song number 7 is Endless History. Okay, so going through that, you go into the booklet here, and it has all the various different information, and whatnot and all that. But it quickly goes into the information right here, Endless History. You have to do the old-fashioned way. You pop the CD into the computer, and then basically let the database look up for the iTunes to find it, and lo and behold, it finds it. So the information it pulls up is that it is made by a Manami Shoko. Okay, now I thought, okay, all right, now I got the name, and now I can actually do a backward search and look up what her name is and that kind of stuff, because it's a really there's very few animes that I really think it has some really inspirational ending themes. The music was so fitting. There's just something very powerful about the song, and whatnot. When I finish sort of watching the OAA series, and I hear that the ending theme song, it was very, very moving. Okay, and very few animes do that to me, and very few songs do that for me. Maybe we'll make an episode of all these various different ones, but I think Detonator Organ is one of them. Bandier Travelers, and the other one is the Pat Labor, the first movie. That was sung by Hiroko Kasahara is really, really good for that. Okay. Anyway, so now that I found out her name, and I said, okay, well, now I'm gonna go backwards and go search why her name seems significant. And so we find out that she does some, in addition to all her various different other CDs and that kind of stuff she does the opening theme song for the last season of the Urusura Yatsura TV series. She also does the ending theme song for the last series of Urusura Yatsura episode. song called Good Luck. Now this one's going to be really interesting if you listen carefully. It actually kind of resembles the song Strut from Sheena Easton. A little bit. Again, popular singer, and it said, but I think of all the things that she's probably most well known for, or not known for, anyway, is she does a lot of the vocals for Ease, and her name will show up a lot of times whenever they keep releasing these Ease CDs or these Famicom compilation CDs. Okay, so definitely, if you have the chance to check out this song and whatnot, do so. It is relatively available, and as I said, I find it very, very it's one of these strong inspirational feeling type of songs, and there's not many, but I think this is one of the ones that really makes you feel good for when you finish watching the anime. Okay. So I hope you kind of like this sort of kind of a side episode and kind of a recommendation episode with some of the work that I've done to do that, and hope you'll get more of them as I get out. Okay, so until next time, I will see you again.